Well, welcome to my studio in Santorini. I am working on the palm trees here today. And I showed you the full painting. I have my reference material on the taboret to the side of my easel. And now I'm going to start working on these palms. They're actually planted behind this wall. It drops way down, so we're just seeing the tops of the trees. And this is called a bright brush. It's got a square tip. And I'm just using that to block in the big palm fronds. And these are more of a, it's called a Washingtonian palm. You see these in California, you see them in Texas, in the Mediterranean. It's not the long leafy palm that you see like in Florida and Hawaii, and it's a different kind of palm, but there are lots of different palms, so that's what I've chosen to use here. You see them in Greece. This one will drape over the fence. Some of the fronds will come over the wall there, not the fence. It could be a fence, but it's a wall. And so I just start blocking this in. I've shown my mixtures. These are mixtures, all mixes of phthalo blue plus cadmium orange plus white, and they're in different proportions. This mixture has a little more of the phthalo blue in it. The warmer mixture, this one has more of the orange in it. Just gives you get a whole variety of beautiful greens out of this. But I'm going to let some of these fronds spill over the wall. And so I've painted the wall in the area where the trees are, right down here where I'm going to break over. I still have the rest of the wall to do, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. These come down, they spill over, and we're going to have some right here. But I love these brushes because you can just make all sorts of nice crisp brush strokes with them. I like to break up over. I had originally, as you can tell here, I had originally washed in the placement of my palms with my mixture of mud plus liquid. And the mud is 2 parts of ultramarine blue and 1 part of alizarin crimson. And that just makes a deep purple mixture, and that's the base of a lot of my color mixes. So if you want to find out more about our double primary color mixing system, go to my blog. The link is in the description below, and I will have a link to that color mixing system in my blog. And you can follow my blog and follow the progress of my paintings from day to day. And you can also subscribe to my blog, and you'll get an email every time I make a post. So you can see the complete step-by-step process of this painting and the others I do on my blog. It takes me, several days to complete a painting, so I can't show the whole thing in one video, but visit my blog and you'll see that. Now this tree is a little taller, so we're going to see some of the stalks of the palm fronds coming up. So that's why we'll see a little bit of the water coming out through those. And that helps to give depth. Overlapping objects in a painting give depth. So by overlapping then the buildings in the background and then bringing the wall up in front of these palms, all of that helps to give the painting depth. And I've already painted the ocean back here. It's dry, so I just paint these dry brush over the ocean. And with that dry, if I made a mistake and didn't like a brush stroke, I could go back and just wipe it off. But so far I'm pretty happy with the way these are moving. But I just keep referring to my reference material. And this is how I bring these palms in. But I can turn the brush flat and make a big flat stroke, or I can turn it sideways and make smaller strokes. whites. This is a lighter version. This is again the phthalo blue plus cadmium orange plus white. And this has more of the cadmium orange in it. So it gives it a warmer, makes that a warmer green. And that variation, if you look at trees, if you look at bushes and flowers and stuff, they're not all one color. There's a lot of different variation within those, within the greens, within the colors of the flowers. It's, you know, just anything in nature. God's just amazing in his creations. And just, I mean, we try to, you know, get close as artists, but we can't come close to God's painterly beauty. I mean, he's the master. We're not even a close second. I mean, we don't even come close. But he gives us the joy of celebrating his beauty on canvas. I just feel very blessed that I have that opportunity to do that. And I feel blessed by my followers, by you, that you will watch my videos and join along, ask questions. Please feel free to. I love helping other artists. And somebody asked me, well, why don't you make videos to sell? And so many people have helped Jack and I over the years along our journey and learning to paint and making a living as artists, that we just don't feel right in trying to sell this. I freely give, and so ask questions. I want these videos and my blog to be free so artists all over the world can see them and learn from them. So that's how I block my palm trees in. Now I'll come back, and like here where this wall is here, then I'll come back and this wall's going to come in front of those trees. I'll have to clean up that white just a little bit, but that shows you then that I paint from back to front, from background to foreground. So, thank you for following along today. Again, I just really appreciate it. And subscribe not only to my YouTube videos, but to my blog. The link is in the description below. You just have a wonderful, wonderful day, and happy painting.